Hi, Chad Imhoff here, Director of our ARCEFT community here in Arkansas, and I'm excited to introduce you to a segment we're going to be trying to put out every month. It's a supervisor focus, and so we're going to have one of our local Arkansas supervisors come in and kind of make a quick video on a topic of their choice, maybe something they've been thinking about or working on, and they're going to share that with you. And I'm going to start off today, and I'll dive in and just talk a little bit about focus. In session, it's really easy for me to get off track or to find myself kind of following a story or following content. And sometimes those things are important. Sometimes it is, the emotion can sometimes be in the content or in the story. But if we lose our way and we get, further down the road with story or with content, sometimes people leave and we kind of are left wondering, what did we do? What did they do? What are we doing? And kind of asking ourselves these questions. So as I was thinking about what we should talk about first, really content and focus came up for me. And I was like, well, how do you stay on track? What are the things that you do that help you work hard at moving couples along the map, so to speak? So for me, I kind of start looking for that attachment vein. I start looking for the depth, or I'm looking for the juice, as Leanne Campbell calls it, or some heat, as other people call it. And I'm going, how do I get into their experience? So I'm aware of my map, but I'm like trying to find my line into their experience, into their heart. And once I have it, then I have to be even more focused, because it's easy for me to just empathize with one person and kind of sit there and feel the pain and swirl in it. But I want to do more than just sit in it when I'm starting off, especially in stage 1 of EFT. I want to actually do something with it. And so once I've got some energy, I've got some heat, I've got something in the room, right? I've got this felt sense floating around, so to speak, whether it's online or in a session in front of me. I really go, how do I do something with this? How do I either make sense of it in the context of this relationship a little bit and see if I can move it, right? So when this goes bad, when this bad thing happens, you find yourself feeling in this way, and then can we tell partner about what that does to you? Or, so I want to set up the enactment, or I want to go ahead and put it in the context of cycle. So there's, I think, a lot of use in saying, oh, and this is where you do that thing that you don't like. So really trying to stay focused on what am I trying to do. So in EFT, if I'm saying focus, what is our theory of change? It's new experience, right? And we do that primarily through enactments. And so if I'm staying focused, I'm going, all right, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to say, okay, I found something. I've got something deep. Now I'm going to enact it. I'm going to move it somewhere because we've got something new and different and deeper. And after I move it, what do? That's right. I process. I go, hey, what was that like to do that? What is it like to express something either to your partner or younger self? I mean, we do these in all kinds of contexts, but what was it like to do that right now? How does that feel? How does it hit your body to say that? Then I'll check in with the partner. What is it like for you to hear them say that? Right? So here I am processing that enactment. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's go up and let's summarize. What did we just do? Right? So I've kind of walked you through what I use to focus, which is the steps of the tango. Where am I at? What am I doing? It organizes me as a therapist in a session. How am I going forward in this session? How am I being transported? And I think it does all start with kind of clicking in, right? Engaging with something new. And then we expand it, as we all know. And then we're going to enact it. That's our primary vehicle for change. And then we're going to process how that went. And then lastly, of course, we're going to summarize what we just saw. I think summary gets missed sometimes, and maybe I should talk about that another time, but I'm going to go ahead and include it here. We need to summarize the new thing that happened, right? Sometimes summary gets missed. We don't want to just say, oh, I did this and you did that, and there we go, and have a good day. We want to go, you did this thing, you shared something new, different, deeper, whatever that was, and he responded or she responded, right? Your partner responded and said, oh man, I didn't know that, or they cared for that, or they couldn't take it in, right? And that's what we're aiming for. If I'm summarizing, I'm saying this is what we're shooting for. We couldn't do it today, but that's what we're shooting for. And then I'm saying, you guys, we're on the road, right? This is something different than you normally do in your relationship, and we've got something new happening. If I do that in a session, I feel like it was pretty focused. If I run the tango at least on one side, maybe both, man, that's a good session. So I appreciate you guys checking this out. I appreciate you taking the time to be a part of and engage in our community. Our community is special, you guys. We don't have something that's common around there. Our community is unique in that we've got tons of people that are involved. We've got tons of helpers. We've got lots of people who care about this. And so if you're out there feeling isolated, if you're feeling alone, man, reach out to us. We do want to help. We do want to engage with you. We're still trying to find ways to put on good community events. We've got some exciting news coming up with an externship this fall. It'll be online, but we're going to make that as experiential as any other externship we've done, as much as possible, right? And so, you guys, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for our community. Thank you for the part that you play in it. We are not this community without you. So please keep engaging, keep asking questions, and keep your focus. Have a good week.